Hello, fellow drug users. Yes, that means you in the audience. Drugs are everywhere. One commonly overlooked drug is caffeine that can be found in soda, coffee, and even some headache medicines. If you use them regularly, that makes you an addict. We can agree that there's a difference between being a violent junkie and ordering a Coke, but that being said doesn't mean there aren't some similarities. Imagine if caffeine had been outlawed, or even just restricted the way it is in New York right now, where you can only attain a certain amount. You may begin doing some unusual things to get that coffee, soda, or even a prescription drug. I will bring you facts today that relate to the United States government and the United States Constitution. I hope to educate everyone so they can see this subject in a new light and notice that the war on drugs is unsuccessful, a business tactic, and working in reverse of nature. Let's start at the beginning. The war on drugs is not an actual war. Congress declares war with a vote. This war began November 27, 1954, with a new department of the government opening, the Interdepartmental Committee of Narcotics. And the phrase war on drugs came June 17, 1971, in a press conference with the non-crook himself, Richard M. Nixon. Clearly not how a war is started. And usually a fake war is started for profit. This year alone, the war on drugs has consumed $16 billion of taxpayers' money. That's a huge number, so let's just say it's a lot that can be used elsewhere. I can bet that anyone listening to this speech has been exposed to the use, sales, or the punishment relating to illegal drugs, if it was firsthand or through the news. This is proof that the war on drugs is an unsuccessful effort to take drugs off of the streets. One main problem, I believe, is that they are targeting the users and not the distributors. I believe this is because of the profit made while the users are in jail. And if they target distributors, that stops the supply, which stops the users that they can profit from. Now, they just begin to prosecute the users as distributors. In the state of Indiana, where I currently live, they have upped all of the laws so that any possession is considered a felony. This is clearly targeted as users, as if you were considered a distributor, you would already have enough drugs for it to be a felony. And 87% of drug-related arrests are for possession only. And while this is a crime and deserves jail time, the focus on that shows you where the money is. Now, I'd like to talk to you about legal and illegal drugs. Who makes up what's legal and what's not? Well, the people that will profit from it. Now, we can agree that most of the illegal drugs are some of the most deadly ones. And I'm not saying that maybe something like aspirin should be illegal, but a child can go to the store and buy a bottle of aspirin, which can easily result in an overdose, while a cancer patient cannot go buy a drug such as marijuana, which has repeatedly been proven by science to kill cancer. So, it's okay to kill the headache because it'll come back and you'll buy more aspirin. But if you kill the cancer, that's bad because the medical industry thrives off of such diseases, their treatment, and their creation of the legal drugs. Currently, they are creating a chemical version of marijuana to use as medicine. And I say, if it grows naturally, why do you need a chemical version? On top of that, the chemical version will be easily approved by the FDA because of the way that it relates to the natural marijuana. Now, if it's relating to that and helping it get through past faster, why would we not use the real thing? Well, profit's involved. So, I would like to look at it like this. Chemicals, usually bad for you. Nature, usually good for you. Why wouldn't you approve that? I would like everyone to remember that this is not a war. You probably have a better chance of being arrested for using drugs than selling them. And according to the FDA, it's better for you to use chemically approved healing than natural healing. So, my question is the war on drugs' main goal to take drugs off the street? I don't think so. Because without the drugs, there's no war. And without the war, there's no profit. Thank you.